Understanding the intricacies of women's body language can seem like unraveling a mystery. Yet, in just 5 minutes, you can learn to decode the subtle, often unspoken cues that women communicate through their movements, gestures, and expressions. These nonverbal signals are vital for building stronger connections, fostering deeper understanding, and creating more meaningful interactions. However, interpreting body language isn't about guessing games. It's about becoming attuned to the signals and understanding their context. This journey begins by dispelling common myths and embracing the truth about what women's body language can reveal. One of the most misunderstood aspects of women's body language is facial expressions. A woman's face is a canvas of emotions, each expression revealing a story. A subtle smile, for instance, can carry many meanings. It might signal politeness, genuine happiness, or even nervousness. Raised eyebrows, on the other hand, might indicate surprise, curiosity, or skepticism. To understand these cues, it's crucial to observe the context. For example, a raised eyebrow paired with a smile might convey playful teasing, while the same gesture with pursed lips might suggest doubt or concern. Paying attention to these combinations helps you interpret emotions with greater accuracy. Eye contact is another critical element of body language. Women often use their eyes to communicate interest, attentiveness, or discomfort. Prolonged eye contact can signal confidence or attraction, while avoiding eye contact might suggest shyness or unease. However, there are nuances to consider. For example, frequent glances in your direction, combined with a relaxed demeanor, might indicate curiosity or interest. Conversely, darting eyes or quick looks over the shoulder could suggest a desire to exit the conversation. Understanding these subtleties can make interactions more meaningful and less prone to misinterpretation. Posture is a powerful indicator of a woman's mood and attitude. The way she carries herself can reveal confidence, nervousness, or even boredom. An upright posture with squared shoulders often indicates self-assurance and openness. In contrast, slouching or closed-off body positioning, such as crossed arms, might suggest discomfort or defensiveness. However, posture can also be situational. A woman might cross her arms simply because she's cold or place her hands on her hips to relax rather than assert dominance. Observing these behaviors in context ensures that you don't jump to conclusions, but instead interpret them with empathy and understanding. Hands and gestures often speak louder than words. Women may touch their face, hair, or neck when they're nervous, self-conscious, or seeking attention. For instance, playing with their hair could be a sign of flirtation or simply a habitual action. Similarly, touching the face, like resting a hand on the cheek or lightly tapping the chin, might indicate deep thought or hesitation. Open gestures, such as relaxed hands or palms facing upward, often convey receptiveness and willingness to engage. Closed gestures, like clenched fists or crossed hands, might suggest stress or resistance. These subtle signals are invaluable for understanding how someone feels beyond their spoken words. Mirroring gestures is another fascinating aspect of body language. When a woman unconsciously mimics your movements, it's often a sign of rapport and connection. For example, if you lean forward slightly during a conversation and she does the same, it's likely that she feels engaged and comfortable. Mirroring creates a subconscious sense of unity, fostering trust and alignment in interactions. Being aware of these mirrored behaviors can help you gauge the depth of connection and adjust your approach accordingly. The tone of voice, though not a physical gesture, is an essential component of non-verbal communication. A woman's tone can reveal her emotions and intentions, from enthusiasm and joy to sarcasm and frustration. A warm and steady tone often conveys sincerity, while a high-pitched or uneven tone might suggest excitement or nervousness. Listening carefully to tonal shifts helps you better understand the underlying feelings behind her words. For example, a soft and measured tone might indicate thoughtfulness, while a hurried or clipped tone could reflect impatience or anxiety. Touch is one of the most nuanced forms of body language. A gentle touch on the arm during a conversation might signal warmth and connection, while a firm handshake could convey confidence and respect. However, interpreting touch requires sensitivity to cultural and personal boundaries. A playful nudge might indicate camaraderie, while a light pat on the back could express encouragement or comfort. Understanding the intention behind these gestures involves observing accompanying body language and respecting personal space. Personal space is a fundamental aspect of nonverbal communication. The distance a woman maintains during interactions can reveal her comfort level and openness. If she leans in or moves closer, it often signals interest or trust. Conversely, stepping back or creating physical distance might indicate discomfort or a need for privacy. Recognizing and respecting these boundaries is essential for building trust and fostering positive relationships. For instance, maintaining an appropriate distance during initial interactions can create a sense of safety, while gradually reducing the space as the relationship develops can signal growing rapport. Reading between the lines of body language requires an appreciation for subtle cues. Small movements, like shifting weight from one foot to another or adjusting clothing, can reveal hidden emotions. For example, fidgeting might indicate nervousness or restlessness, while smoothing a skirt or straightening a blouse could suggest self-consciousness or a desire to make a good impression. These seemingly insignificant actions often carry meaningful messages, making them valuable tools for understanding women's non-verbal communication. The context of an interaction plays a crucial role in interpreting body language. A woman's gestures and expressions can vary significantly depending on her surroundings, mood, and the people she's with. For instance, a reserved demeanor at a formal event might not reflect her usual personality, but rather an adaptation to the setting. Similarly, animated gestures in a casual conversation with friends might reveal her natural expressiveness. Being mindful of these situational factors helps you avoid misinterpretation and respond appropriately. Empathy is at the heart of decoding body language. Understanding a woman's non-verbal cues involves putting yourself in her shoes and considering her perspective. For example, if she crosses her arms during a discussion rather than assuming defensiveness, consider whether she might be cold or seeking comfort. Empathizing with her emotions and experiences allows you to interpret her body language with greater accuracy and compassion. This approach fosters deeper connections and enhances the quality of your interactions. Practical observation is key to mastering the art of reading body language. Pay attention to patterns and changes in a woman's gestures, expressions, and posture over time. For instance, if she consistently avoids eye contact during conversations, it might indicate shyness or a lack of confidence. Conversely, if she becomes more animated and expressive in your presence, it could suggest growing comfort and trust. Observing these shifts helps you adapt your communication style to better align with her needs and preferences. Self-awareness is equally important in understanding body language. Being mindful of your own nonverbal signals allows you to create a positive and welcoming environment. For example, maintaining open and relaxed posture, offering genuine smiles, and using affirming gestures can encourage women to feel more at ease and open. Your body language sets the tone for interactions, making it a powerful tool for building rapport and trust. Practicing active listening enhances your ability to decode body language. Listening with your eyes as well as your ears enables you to pick up on subtle cues that might otherwise go unnoticed. For instance, noticing a quick glance or a slight change in facial expression can provide valuable insights into how a woman is feeling. Combining verbal and non-verbal observations creates a more comprehensive understanding of her emotions and intentions. It's important to recognize that body language is not a universal language. Cultural differences and personal experiences can influence how women express themselves non-verbally. For example, maintaining eye contact might be a sign of respect in one culture, but considered intrusive in another. Similarly, gestures like a thumbs up or a nod might carry different meanings depending on cultural norms. Being aware of these variations helps you navigate cross-cultural interactions with sensitivity and respect. Developing your ability to decode body language requires patience and practice. Start by observing women's non-verbal cues in everyday situations, such as conversations, meetings, or social gatherings. Take note of their facial expressions, gestures, and posture, and consider how these elements align with their spoken words. Over time, you'll become more attuned to the subtle signals that reveal their true feelings and intentions. Applying what you've learned about body language can transform your interactions with women. By paying attention to their non-verbal cues, you can respond more effectively and build stronger connections. For instance, if you notice signs of discomfort, such as crossed arms or averted eyes, you can adjust your approach to make the conversation more comfortable. Similarly, recognizing signs of interest or engagement, like leaning in or maintaining eye contact, allows you to deepen the connection and foster mutual understanding. Respect is the cornerstone of interpreting body language. Understanding women's nonverbal communication is not about manipulation or control, but rather about creating a foundation of trust and empathy. Respecting their boundaries, listening with intention, and responding with kindness ensure that your interactions are positive and meaningful. This approach not only enhances your relationships, but also reflects your integrity and character. As you practice decoding body language, remember that it's a skill that evolves over time. Each interaction provides an opportunity to learn and grow, enabling you to refine your understanding of women's non-verbal cues. By remaining curious, observant, and empathetic, you'll develop a deeper appreciation for the richness and complexity of human communication. This journey of discovery not only enhances your ability to connect with women, but also enriches your own emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. In conclusion, understanding women's body language is a meaningful way to build stronger connections and foster better communication. Observing key elements such as facial expressions, eye contact, posture, gestures, tone of voice, and personal space can provide significant insights into their feelings and intentions. By embracing empathy, practicing self-awareness, and engaging in active listening, you can interpret these non-verbal cues with greater sensitivity and precision. Ultimately, mastering the art of reading body language is about cultivating trust, respecting boundaries, and nurturing deeper, more meaningful relationships.